there, Nicky boy.
Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. This thing's sick, but I don't like the fact that the exhaust dumps into the tunnel. So we bought, wherever it is, we bought a Riva, whatever it's called. We bought a Riva outlet, like an RXP, and since it's pretty much the same as an RXP hull, I'm gonna drill, with Dave's permission, we're gonna call him in a second, but we're gonna drill a 2 3/4 hole through the back and then block the tunnel exhaust off. So the other thing that I'm doing, because I don't like the way that the black rubber hose looks, I bought intercooler pipe. I've been doing this on a couple X4s. I'll show you guys in the future, but I bought some intercooler pipe and I'm starting to mock up an exhaust so that we don't have to use the rubber exhaust, right? So it looks pretty decent so far. The coupler's not going to be there. I'm going to take all this together. It's just as a placeholder so I can get my angles down. But my idea is that I'm going to shoot straight out of the back, and then I'm going to 90 up into here, cut this pipe wherever it needs to be cut, but I'll have a 90 that feeds into this. And this butt plug fits the OEM hole for a RXX, and it would also fit an RX. This fits perfectly, so this is awesome. This, however, is 2 3/4 and not 2 1/2. Your stock is 2 1/2, so all we're going to do is we're going to get a 2 3/4 to 2 1/2 coupling adapter. So it'll be, you won't even notice the difference, but it'll go straight into our 2 1/2 that goes and feeds our water box. But like we said in the last video, this thing's got a TDR water box and the twin pipes, so it's just going to be disgustingly loud, like make everybody hate you on the lake. So I told Dave, I was like, dude, what do you think? He's like, man, I don't know if I want to drill the hull, whatever. I'm like, stop being a bitch, it'll be loud as hell. So I'm gonna call him now and make sure that we're 100% on, but I'm drilling this hull today, dude. I don't care if he answers.
Is it ringing? It's probably in your earbuds. Is that in your earbuds?
No, it's on speaker. If he doesn't answer, I'm drilling it.
The one time he doesn't answer?
He's not gonna answer. Then later he'll be like, dude.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Looks like you're getting a haul on your jet ski today.
It's all over, Dave. All right.
Reminder,
we're gonna figure out how to mock this up because it's not gonna be the RX. The template comes with the RXP outlet, and despite how many people have asked to measure locations for me, they have yet to do it. It's cool. I mean, I'll help the entire community, but nobody wants to help me. It's fine. So I'm gonna see if I can mock this up somehow, but ideally I was thinking we could kind of like trace this out and come over this way, and I think it's just gonna be too low. So I'm gonna go on the inside of the hull, I think, measure where my drain plug's at, measure up for my drain plug, and make sure I have like enough over to fit this. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Enough over to make it fit this, and then I'll go from there. But we're just gonna have to spot it in by eye and then flex our pipe to it. And obviously you're not gonna be able to do this on your RXP or RXX unless you actually wanna make either an adapter for the, well, I guess it wouldn't be that bad because it comes out in the 90s into the tunnel, so you could probably just take a straight piece of intercooler pipe, and if you cut that perfectly, it'd be fine. But like I said, I want the whole inside to match, so I wanna be able to take all these pipes together and then powder coat them blue. So, all right, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do to find the exhaust hole and drill it up.
This is the cool part of the RXX. You can fit a whole human body in there. You taking a nap in there?
I'm trying to get all this foam that's in our way out. I was really in there. Did you see that shit?
Yes.
I laid on a rave valve into my sternum.
Well, if Dave doesn't want a hole in his hull, that's where he can bury you, is inside of the RXX.
I did inside hull measurements from the bottom of the drain plug up and the bottom of the drain plug over, and we found that from the bottom of the drain plug to the center of this is almost 5 inches, and from the outer edge of the drain plug to here is like 3 to 3 1/4. So this is what we're gonna go with. There's a bit of a bevel here, or like a, it's not even like an angle, it's just kind of like a bump.
Yeah.
Where the hull starts transitioning over to flat, so we're right on the opposite side, or right on the outside of the edge into our flat space. I actually did a laser level, kind of the center of the exhaust kind of like lines up with the center of the pump studs. So if you're gonna do this at home, I mean, you can kind of take a reference line off that, but 2 7/8 hole is the max. We're gonna do a 2 3/4 because that's our outlet size. And then I'll just kind of like bevel the edge to fit it in because I don't want a bigger hole than I really need to. So we're gonna let it rip and hopefully we don't
regret this.
RIP a RXX haul.
RIP RXX. Here we go, this is for the YouTube. Oh, there you have it. There's no turning back now.
Looks nice.
Just for reference. Oh.
Dude, that looks so much better.
Oh yeah, that's gonna look sick.
Cool.
Good second thought.
We just gotta get the rest of this foam out. All right, so we have the exhaust drilled. The location's perfect. Right now we're fighting an angle because the hull is at an angle, so it's just new because this obviously isn't a kit, it's something we're fabricating. So the exhaust fits great, there's no gap around the hull, so we shouldn't have to worry about any type of water, especially with the rubber seal that comes with it. So we have it coming in the hull. It steps down from our 2 3/4 to our 2.5 inch pipe. So now we are just trying to make sure that we have the proper pitch to keep water out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that 45-degree pipe that you see overlaying on the 90. We're gonna end up welding this joint together. So we're gonna TIG this together and then we're gonna have a coupler there just for a flex because I feel like it's too rigid if we weld all of this together. I don't want that, especially for any type of movement and jumps and all that other crap. So we're gonna try to cut this pipe up, match it up, and then mark out our TIG spot and hopefully it works out. That way we have a fully powder coated blue with blue coupler and then that whole pipe will be blue in the back, so it should look really, really nice. And everything still is in play obviously and working perfectly, so we'll see. All right, so we got all of our pipes mocked up. I marked each one of them after the couplings came off so that I can TIG them together. So me and Nick are gonna go in the corner of my garage, dig out our TIG welder and spot it in. And then once those are all done, I'll grind off the welds, powder coat it, and then the next episode, we'll install that pipe and finish buttoning everything up. Carbs are done, so we can finally bolt the carbs, mount the exhaust. It's very, very close now. We have to do the hood still, UMI still, a couple little odds and ends things, but everything's powder coated and or painted, and it's ready to go. So, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.